Oh my goodness gracious, this is a store I was at a while ago, and they have totally restocked a lot of items in this store. There's so much new stuff in this store. Starting on the dollar table, these are not actually a dollar, but I have seen these on the American Crafts website, and these things are like $13 full price, and they're selling them here for $2. I did not realize how great a price that was. The little roll of ribbon, which is out of place, was a dollar. Those glue sticks are a dollar, and if you're going to buy glue sticks at Ollie's, definitely get the 4-pack, because the 2-pack that was made by the Joann's brand, I have been told is not very good. So that's something to think about. Besides, you're getting 4 sticks for a dollar as opposed to 2 sticks for a dollar. A lot of the stuff that we're seeing at the very beginning of this is stuff that's been here for a while. But oh my gosh, wait till you see the other stuff. And somehow, I don't know how I did it, but the dollar table got separated in this store. So there's dollar table at the beginning, and then when we get near the end, there's more dollar table. So bear that in mind as you're watching this video. Oh my gosh, the glitter. They had so many of these little bottles of glitter, and it's so beautiful. I don't personally do glitter, but I don't gatekeep. I'm going to show you what Ollie's has. So if you're a glitter person, there's a really nice source of some beautiful colors of glitter right there. I did not see the sphere, the large sphere that I keep talking about being at 74 cents. So I don't know if this store had them at some point in time and somebody came in and bought them all. All of the molds that you're seeing here, they're all $1.99, regardless of the size of them, big, small, whatever shape it is. They're all $1.99. The only one that I've ever seen that was a different price was that large sphere. They have these beautiful crystal sprinkles, and they have these wonderful little things, which again, I have been told float, so you can put them in mixed drinks, and it'd just be so cool, of course, of the right age person to put them into mixed drinks. And look at all the boxes of stuff that they have. And I didn't focus in on these, which I wish I had to know what was in there, but I'd be willing to guess that they were more sprinkles. Science fair project for next year. Obviously, it's undone for this year. These little baskets have shown up in a lot of stores now, and these are just the cutest things. And with Easter coming, this would be a really cool, really inexpensive way to give coworkers or friends a little Easter basket that you could just hand to them with just a few little items in it. Maybe even some craft items from Ollie. Just put a few of the little items in there. These stamp pads aren't great. They're great for kids, but I would not use them for any sort of memory books or anything like that. More science fair project stickers, but I love the color of these with the hologram, and this has got to be the absolute best deal on buying stickers in Ollie's. This is 726 pieces for $1, 3 different colors. You get gold, silver, and black in the same package. It's all $1 for all of that, and it's such an amazing price. Oh my goodness gracious. Every time I see it, I'm just I'm amazed at how much you get for that. These little stickers, they're so cute and so adorable, would make great little accoutrements and great little embellishments on greetings cards or in your memory books or junk journals. So cute and wonderful. And then we've got the little stamp outs. These are the butterflies, and these are $1.99, and you can see that they're almost out of them. But now that I'm looking at it, I see there's a little flower back there too. So this store evidently had 2 different styles of them, which is unusual. These fluted cutters are really nice. Plus you get that little chain that you can use as a keychain. So it works double duty on that. And then look at this cute little bunny rabbit for $1.99. Oh my goodness gracious. There's more than one in there. So another way that you could, spread the Easter charm and the Easter cheer to your coworkers and your fellow people. And then the unicorn set, we've seen that in many, many stores. And then I looked at this, and I can't believe I didn't slow down on it. So I slow-moed this so you could see the different pieces in there. And on all honesty, this would not only be great for cooking, but it would be great for polymer clay, because you have those small pieces in there as well. The same with these. You get the large stars, but you also get the small ones. So use the big ones in your kitchen and the small ones in your polymer clay. And this is so cool. Now that I have a light box, because I found one in Ocala, now that I have a light box, I really struggled with buying this, and I decided not to, because I just didn't need to spend the $3 on it, but I absolutely love it. And I can guarantee you at some point in time, I'm going to run across it in another store and I'm going to buy it. I managed to not buy it here, but I will buy it. This is so cool. These are actually for the photo booth things where you have the little props for it. But look at that. Take the stick off, and you could use that as embellishments on a greeting card or in a memory book or in a junk journal. I mean, you get 10 of them for $1, and that is such a great great price for die cuts that are already made for you, and they're double-sided if you want to like hang them as a mobile in a craft room or something like that. I thought that was really cute. And then we're looking at more of the stuff on the dollar table, and there wasn't anything really that jumped out at me at this point, because a lot of these items are things that we've seen both at Dollar Tree when they were on sale at Dollar Tree, plus we've seen them in several different Ollies. I still don't know how much the Great Value Cupcakes kit is. I don't think I've ever seen a price on this, so I really don't know. If you know how much that cupcake kit is, if you would please put that down there. And then the box that I just showed you is a lot of these. So this Ollie's has an awful lot of the cake decoration and the baking supply stuff. And I've been in a few Ollie's recently that really didn't have very much of it. So this Ollie's definitely has gotten the shipment that has all of the baking supplies. They still have the little boy, and they have tons and tons of these. I have heard from somebody in the guild that there is the girl ones out there somewhere, but I have never seen them in the state of Florida. Oh my goodness gracious. And look at these beautiful wreaths. Oh my. I have seen wreaths in the before times when I could go into Michael's, so we're talking years ago now, where these wreaths would have been so much more expensive. And look at this swag. I think the swag is my favorite one. This beautiful little, looks like sheafs of wheat that are just coming down, and it's got the red, white. I just think that's beautiful. I really do. And then if you don't want to go for that, you can go for this little one for $4, and it's sparkly and tinsely and really so pretty. So you've got several different options for wreaths, at least in this Ollie's you did. And now we're into the kit aisles, and there were so many things in the kit aisles that I have never seen before, like this item right here. I have never seen that before in any Ollie's, and it is such a neat idea. Again, I'm slowing it down so you can pause it and read what's actually in there, because I didn't really give you enough time to look at it when I was doing the videotaping of it, so I'm slowing it down for you. And it has so many really cool ideas and really cool items in there. This was only $4, but I still think that that's actually overpriced, because it's just a little set of things, and it even says that contents may vary. So even though they give you a picture, that's not necessarily what you're going to get in the box. It would be probably better to just collect those items from around your house and then just use the cardboard and the ideas to do that. This flower origami we've seen a couple times before, but it does not come up very often at all. And it is a really beautiful kit with a lot of flowers in it. And I love these journals. Oh my gosh, they've got little holes in the front, so you can use that embroidery floss there. And you also get a plastic needle, and you can stitch in whatever design you want on the front, and it even gives you some ideas for it. I have opened that in one of my live streams, and we have discussed it. So if you go back through my live streams, you can find it. This is neon colored pop chalk for $1, but if you're just looking for bulk quantity of chalk, then this is the same price, and you get so many more sticks. It's still pop chalk. It's just not neon. So if you want to have quantity, then you've got that. If you want the neon colors, then you buy the 4 sticks for $1. Both of them were $1, and either way, it's a good price. And that is a new item in this store. That's something that I have never seen in this store before. And in fact, the pop items are really starting to show up. And I'm wondering if that was something that came from the Joann's buyout, because the Joann's buyout is really starting to show up in these Ollies in the form of fabric, which is selling like hotcakes. Oh my gosh. If you find fabric in an Ollie's, don't wait if it's something that you're interested in, because it does not stick around. They are selling full bolts of fabric for $20. I didn't see any in this store, but they are selling full bolts of fabric for $20. And some of it is even the Draper James. I don't know how to pronounce that. If you know how to pronounce that, please put it in the comments, because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's either Draper James or Dapper James, whatever. But some of them have been those fabrics for $20 for a bolt. That's less than it was sold in store for a yard. Trapper Keeper people, the Trapper Keepers are coming back. Where's my Gen X and where's my Lisa Frank people for these little boxes right here? And we've seen the boxes before, but we've only seen the one with the heart on it. The one with the donuts and the one with the rainbow is totally new. I've never seen those before, and they're only $5. And look at this. This is another new item that I've never seen before. This is a little box that you can decorate, and it's from Parklane. So this is definitely a Joann's item, and they were only $1. That's better than Dollar Tree prices, and it's better than Dollar Tree quality. I mean, come on, this is so cool. So I picked up a couple of these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I thought they were interesting. So I picked up a couple of them, and I'm going to do some sort of painting project on them at some point. But yeah, I've got so many projects backlogged right now. Oh my goodness gracious. I could live to be 3,000 and probably not all use all the craft supplies that I have. I don't know what was in that box. I missed it. I missed it when I was in the store, and there are times that I just don't see things. Pioneer Woman embroidery sets so that you can do embroidery on your napkins or whatever. I thought this was a really cool idea, and it was a really great price. It was only $1 for that. I mean, oh my goodness gracious. If you have a crafting buddy at your work and you want to give them a little happy, you could get the baskets, you could get the little Easter bunny bags, and you could put so many of these cute little things down in here. Now, not all of the ribbon on this shelf was $1. This one was $1, but the Park Lane ones, they're ringing up more. But remember, you get a lot more ribbon on the Park Lane spools than you get on the Ofray spools. The Ofray spools are 3, maybe 5 yards. The Park Lane ones start at 5, and most of the time it's 10 yards. I was checking to see if it had wire in it. I didn't see any wire in this one. So that's a nice wide ribbon that doesn't have wire edges in it. So it's interesting to see that, because a lot of times when you get the ribbon that wide, it's got wire edges to it. And I don't usually do things with wire edged ribbon. So it was nice to see something that I could use in my crafting if I were interested in some wider ribbon like this. And look at this beautiful silvery color. Oh my gosh, so pretty, absolutely beautiful. Again, another one that didn't have the wire edges to it, just absolutely beautiful. And oh, wait till you see the other Park Lane offering. Oh my gosh, there's another one in here for $1.49. I could not believe what they were selling. Look at this. This is another one, $1.99. I missed the price. I would have totally bought that for my card making if I had recognized the fact that it was only $1.99. Usually these are $3 and $4, maybe even $5. So I just didn't even really look at the price tag while I was in the store. But now that I've seen it, now that I'm doing the voiceover and the editing, oh my gosh, I wish I'd bought that. Again, I wish I'd bought it. Oh well. The all of the different crepe paper ribbons, those are rolls, they're all $1 each, and that's a really good price. But now look at the next roll that they had. This next fringe, it is leather long fringe, $10, gorgeous amount of fringe. I mean, that is perfect for somebody who wants to make any sort of thing that needs that. That little bag right there, that was Park Lane grass for 99 cents, as opposed to the other brand that goes along with the crepe paper colors. And those are $1, but the Park Lane one actually has 4 ounces in it, so it's better to buy the Park Lane one if you can find it for 99 cents than the 2 ounces for $1. Is pretty much the same price. These wood slices were gorgeous. I've seen wood slices before, but they were almost the same size as those, a little bit bigger, I think, but they were $5. That one was only $3. Oh my goodness gracious, such a good buy. I do live streams every Friday night on my channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do a lot of testing out these products that I pick up, and we do a lot of trial and error and experimentation, and it is interactive. And if that's something that you'd be interested in, absolutely, definitely hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you know when I go live on Friday nights at 9:30, and you can watch the fun. You can totally be a lurker and learn things. You can interact with us. You can make suggestions, whatever level of interaction you want to do. We came back, we couldn't figure out how to get the lock off, and then we felt so silly because the keys are just right there on the back of the journal. But that journal was only $1.99, and this is so cute. I love this idea. It's $3, maybe a little expensive for an Ollie's thing, but you get all these different shapes that you can use in whatever craft. It's made for being masks, but you could use it in whatever craft you wanted to. You could use it to embellish the front of a book if you're a bookbinder, and you can put that on top of your chipboard, on top of your paper that you've you covered your book with. I mean, you could do so many things with that, and they're literally blank slates because they're white. You could paint them, you could stain them, you could do whatever. They had these beautiful packs of paper, and they had several different ones, and the obligatory red cricket foil. I haven't been able to say that very much, but yes, every now and then I still find it, and I think this one still had it because it was buried in this pile. This package was open, and so I got to test it, and this actually has texture to it, and it's really a nice textured piece of cardstock. I really enjoyed that because it's got beautiful texture to it in addition to the color. It's only one-sided, but that's okay. Sometimes you just need single-sided cardstock, and sometimes I struggle with double-sided cardstock, to be fair, because I sit there and I want to use both sides at the same time, and it just doesn't work out that way. But they had these packs that was 25 sheets for $3, which is an excellent price. Every now and then it pops up that these are 25 cents for the whole big 25 sheet pack, so it's a penny a page. But I've only seen that in a couple stores. Carterville's, Georgia was one of the ones that I remember that in, and then somebody in the Chatty Crafty Guild mentioned that they had found some in their area. And if you want to oh, well, I'll talk about it in a second. This notebook is so cool. I loved that notebook. It was amazing. I wish I had done more with it, but at this point my anxiety is getting the better of me, so I'm not really being as good and as thorough in my look in my shop with me, because my anxiety was really starting to peak here. So I didn't get everything shown that I really wanted to. And now that I'm calm and in my house and looking at it from the point of view of the editor and the voiceover person, I see that I missed a lot of things in this store. So this is the Eustis store in Florida. And if you go and look at these items, you can see all the new stuff that has appeared. And it's amazing how many new items are here. Look at this, like this. These are your point guards for your knitting needles, so that you can put this onto your knitting needles and then put them into your bag or whatever, and not worry about them poking out of your bag or poking you, which would be worse. This store had 2 different sizes of the crochet hooks, which is odd. Usually the crochet hooks are shipped out in a box, and each store gets a box of them, and the store gets one size. So if you want to collect all the different sizes, you have to go store to store to store to find them. But this store actually had 2 different sizes, and I thought that was interesting. And $1 for these with those really nice handles, and this is made for the big twist yarn because that's what it says on it, is just an amazing price. What I was saying about the Chatty Crafty Guild, we have a Facebook group called Chatty Crafty, and the link to it is in the description to this video. If you want to join the Facebook group, first off, be sure that you answer the questions, because the moderator assist will cancel out your request to join if you don't answer the questions and I don't see it in an hour. So that's something to remember. But if you choose to join the group, it is a really great group of very supportive people who talk about crafting, and we talk about different ideas that we have and different things that we tried, but we also post things that we have found in other Ollies. So there are people that are posting things that are in like Alabama, and there are people that are posting things that are in North Carolina and things like that. So if you want to see what's at other Ollies, join the Chatty Crafty group, and maybe somebody in your area will be posting things. These Astro Brights, I have never seen this before in any store. Look at that. Look at the color combination there. Normally, all I see is the rainbow style color one, like this one right here, which I'm about to show you, which is really beautiful and really pretty. But look at that. Look at the other one. I put them both down there. It's cardstock. They're both 65-pound cardstock, but I have never seen that sunny bright color combination before, and I was so excited to find that. It was so cool. I didn't buy it. I really don't need any more cardstock, but I wanted to point that out for anybody who might be looking at more of the warm colors. They don't really want the rainbow colors or the vibrant colors. They want more of the warm colors, and there's a box, there's a package for you right there. I own these. I have tested them in one of my live streams, and they are great. I absolutely adore them. They are really good markers, and I'm a marker fiend. I absolutely love markers, so I just want to point that out. And I test a lot of markers. In fact, my last live stream on Wednesday, which was, depending on when you're watching this, yesterday, that live stream had so many cool stuff. And this is it, $1.49 for parklane ribbon, and you get all 3 rolls. That is 30 yards of this beautiful thin ribbon, and I definitely bought this because I can so easily use that in my card making. I love using thin ribbon on my cards, and I bought that to use it on that, but it was such a great price. There are these Lifelines kits, which one of the people in the Chatty Crafty Guild has said is a really good set of kits. So the Lifelines one, this one has a bunch of different pieces of wood in it that are available to stack together and make a really pretty wall hanging. They have Cricut cards. These are the cool ones. These are the square size ones. They're not rectangular, they're square size, and you get those for $1.79. We've seen these Cricut cards many, many, many times, but it's still amazing to see these name brand, beautiful, wonderful stocked items for such a good price. I mean, if you were to go to Cricut and buy these, you'd be paying $10, $12, $15. I'm still only seeing the ultraviolet in this infusible ink. That's the only color that I've seen. I have heard that there are other colors, but I have never in any Ollies seen any other color. If you've seen another color, please drop it in the comments and let us know where you are so that we know that other colors are available. When you're buying kits like this, make sure that you open it up and make sure you're getting both sides of them, because one of the sides of that particular kit was missing. And look at these, $2 for all of these little accoutrements and all of these little card making supplies. This is a set to make like 20 different cards. It's got the card bases, it's got the little embellishments, it's got the envelopes, it's got everything for $2. Oh my goodness gracious. I did buy one of these and I will open it up and show you what all it has. But honestly, if you're near the Eustis store and that's something that you're interested, I would suggest going there and picking it up, because for $2 that is an amazing price. I mean, absolutely unbelievably amazing price. And these are made for the Mink laminator. If you send that card through the Mink laminator, the parts that are white on the front will be foiled in whatever color foil you put through with it. That's a neat idea, and it was $1.49 for that. And these, oh my gosh, they're just envelopes. There's no cards with this. It's just envelopes, but they are beautiful diamond shimmery envelopes that can be put through a printer. And so read on the cover whether it's inkjet or whether it's a laser printer. I think it was an inkjet printer that you use this on. And oh my goodness gracious, it's beautiful. I have some of these. I'm going to open them up in one of my hauls and show you how beautiful they are, because they are absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness gracious, such beautiful envelopes. And then we've got, oh, that was me picking that up. And then we've got the pegboards. So we've got these pegboards, and with these gel pens, I saw them in one store for $1.99, and I'm kicking myself for not buying them, because every other time that I've seen them, they've been $7.99. Inkjoy! I love Inkjoy pens. Inkjoy is my favorite, absolute favorite ballpoint pen. I like the ones with the caps better than the ones that are retractable, but oh my goodness gracious, an Inkjoy pen in your hand is just a wonderful thing. I still have not found the Arteza Ink Tonic pens that I was told about, and so I want to try those, but my favorite is Inkjoy. I bought these. I have tested them. I tested them in the same live stream that, depending on when you're watching it, was yesterday. The one that I put up on February 18th, that's the one that I tested these in, and these are butter. And the thing that I really love about that particular set is that it's only brush tip markers. It's not dual tip. So I know that all of my ink is going to go through that brush tip, because I prefer the brush tip to the nub tip on the other end of the markers that have dual tips. There was a lot of interesting stuff on the pegboards, but not a lot of new stuff. So I didn't highlight a whole lot of it, but you can pause it and look at the different things that they have on there. And some of it is really interesting. Some of it is $1, some of it is $1.99. I do highlight a couple of items like these Prang pencils. It's $5 for this box, but you get 50 of them. That's 10 cents per colored pencil. And Prang is a good brand. It's not the best brand, but it's a good brand. And oh my gosh, if you see these and you do any sort of thing that might need metallic paint, buy them. Oh my gosh, they are incredible. I've tested them twice in 2 different live streams. I am still in love with them. I bought 2 more packs to go along with the original pack that I bought, and because I knew I would be upset when I ran out of the first pack because they were so good. I did buy a pack of these, and we were supposed to test them last night, and for some reason, this particular package of markers did not get tested, so I will test it in a future live stream, maybe the one that I'm doing tomorrow. The live stream that I'm doing tomorrow is going to be so much fun. It is the increasingly inaccurately named Mink with a, it's the increasingly inaccurately named Noob with a Mink Toner Kit Part 3, because I keep trying to get this Mink Toner Kit to work in a way that is economical and effective, and so far I have not figured it out. All I've managed to do is get Mink Toner Kit ink all over my fingers. That's the best I've done so far. So I've got some great ideas for new tips and tricks to try tomorrow. We're going to test it out. The beads have come to the Ollies. Oh my gosh, if you're a beader, there are beads here. Each store seems to be getting a box of beads, like the crochet hooks. So this store had pearl ones. I've been in other stores that had porcelain ones. I've been in another store that had crystal ones. So if you're looking for beads, bear in mind that you're probably only going to have 1, maybe 2 styles to choose from when you're inside these Ollies. But that's okay. Beads are at the Ollies. Oh my goodness gracious. And so many more of these Joann's items are showing up. The different crochet hooks, the different needles, the different knitting needles, and I think that pop chalk for $1 is an item for Joann's, and that pop chalk pizza for $1. That is so cute. I mean, that would be a great thing to give to a coworker who loves pizza. It's okay if it's chalk. It's okay if it's a kid thing or it's intended to be a kid thing. That's still a beautiful thing to give to a friend as just a little happy gift, and it only costs $1. And the smiles that it will get just for $1, I mean, you can't beat that. It's so much worth. It's worth so much more than the $1 that you're going to pay for the item. They have two different levels of invitations and thank you cards. The invitations are 49 cents. The thank you cards at the top, they were $1. This is $3.99, but it's a big thing of burlap, and then these beautiful light up garlands. I saw these. I started seeing these before Thanksgiving, and I'm surprised that they're still here because $8 for that light up garland, which can be used for any season, is amazing. And now we're back at the dollar table. I have no idea why the dollar table ended up at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video, but it did, so here we are. These are the Varsity numbers. They had one set of these here. I have seen many different sets of these. If you're interested in Varsity numbers so that you can put them on the t-shirts or on the jerseys of the people that are in your teams, oh my goodness gracious, $1 for that is an amazing price because I've seen them on the American Crafts website and they're like $14.99 full price, which is incredible. These beautiful chalk paints right here. Oh my gosh, they have so many beautiful colors and it's only $1 for each one. I have picked up the colors that I liked of these, and someday, maybe, I don't know when, we will test them out in one of my live streams. It's so funny to still see these vellum pieces because I remember so long ago that I had to run back to Eustis to get those because I had left them behind and it was something I really wanted, and they still have them. This journal is amazing. It's watercolor paper. It's 140-pound watercolor paper. It is $1 and it is so thick. You can see how thick it is. And I bought 4 of those. One that I'm going to keep together and use as a watercolor journal, but I also bought 3 more that I'm going to cannibalize so that I can use that watercolor paper in my cards because that is an incredible price for 140-pound watercolor paper. Oh my gosh. Back to the glitter. I just can't get over how beautiful this glitter is. If you're a glitter person, this is the place to go. And I have seen this particular paper pad in gray, but never in black, and it was so beautiful. I didn't pick one up because the last time I saw it, it was $1 and I wasn't willing to pay $3 for it. But look, a resin mold. That's the diamond-shaped resin mold, which I didn't get a very good picture of, but it's the diamond-shaped resin mold for $1. And look at these everyday papers. These are absolutely stunning, just absolutely gorgeous papers. And wait till you see the next pad. Oh my gosh. They're just absolutely beautiful. It's kind of paperweight. It's not really cardstock weight, but so beautiful. And look at these. These are like stones and gemstones and geodes and things like that. Agate, beautiful, beautiful different rock pieces. And that one's much thicker than the first one. So the first one was $1. That one was $2. And then we're on to the florals. And I really believe that these florals came from Joann's, and they had these beautiful little artificial plants here that were $5.99, and they had this one that was $20. So I was kind of shocked at the price until I realized that that is a hefty vase that they are in. That is a very sturdy, solid, heavy vase that those are in. So definitely worth it when you look at it in that particular point of view. So, and then they had other signs and things for the upcoming holiday. They had these cute little gnomes. I don't know if $5 for these gnomes is cool, but obviously somebody does because 2 of them are missing. And they have other items for Easter, but look at the florals. Oh my goodness gracious, the florals. Oh, and one of the people in the Chatty Crafty Guild used to work at Joann's and said that these prices for these florals is just amazing. She said that the florals usually started at $7, and I did not see any of these floral picks for anything more than $5. And the ones that were $5 were so full, and they had so many different flowers in it, like this one right here. That's a full bouquet right there for $5. And if you want to take these apart and use them in wreath making, or if you want to use them in crafting, there's so many things that you can do with these. And then this one was only $2, and look at all the little flowers that you get. Imagine taking those apart and putting them down onto cards or in memory books, like a splatter or a spray of flowers. And they've got these foliage ones that have flowers with them. I mean, these are just amazing, amazing florals. And I really don't do anything with florals. It's not something that I do, but I definitely wanted to point this out to you. Like I said, I don't gatekeep. Just because I don't do florals doesn't mean that I'm not going to show you the florals. This channel shows you what is in Ollie's for craft supplies, and every now and then something else, but usually it's the craft supplies, and there are so many of them. And then this spray, I really loved this spray, and I thought that this price for this spray, for the amount of flowers that you got, was a really good price, because I'm only holding one in my hand, and you can see when I put it back how many florals you get from that. Just simply amazing. And then the last picture is going to be me panning over the top of it so you can see the array of florals that they have. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. I really do. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. Everything that you do helps my channel grow, and you are amazing. Cheers and happy crafting!